Alrighty then. So we're back, and BZK versus Suomi will be up next. And would you look at that? We're scheduled to start at 18:30, and it's 18:37, so we're not doing bad here.
No, we did a
We're
good
like
job.
on time.
Pretty
Not
much
too bad
perfectly
at all.
on time. Sometimes, we're almost an hour early. Sometimes we're like 2 hours late.
Yeah,
We did this one pretty well.
yeah, not too bad. I think last time we did it really on time as well, but it really just depends. I mean, obviously, we've seen hundreds and hundreds of games,
Mm-hmm.
and we've calculated the average game length.
Yeah, but roughly.
And if you play enough games and calculate enough of those games' averages,
It tends
then
to balance out,
it
right?
tends to work out
Like,
quite accurately.
We've had 2 2-1s and 1 2-0, but we've still got roughly the average time, right?
Yeah.
So we've had 2 games that were really long in the Secret versus VNA
hmm
series.
Yeah.
And then we had the missing game from AM Heresy, and it all just sort of balanced out.
Yeah,
Quite
not
nicely.
too bad. But that's usually how it works, as averages usually just sort of hold true, right? It's not very often that you get like some like four games in a row that are really long.
3
yeah.
hour long hideout game or something like that.
Exactly.
That happens occasionally.
So let's see what we've got here. BZK, Suomi, Bog Island, Descent Ring, and Bog. So we've seen all of these maps so far today.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Bog Island will be Suomi's home map. And we can only assume that they have prepared a strategy for this.
It could be that they've practiced quite a bit with Secret, because
Do you think?
Secret and Suomi, they've both said a lot that they will practice with teams on the opposite side of the bracket, because if you're going to face them, you won't face them until the grand final. And before then, either of you could get eliminated.
That makes
Whereas,
sense.
obviously, you don't want to practice with the team that you're playing against.
Right. So we
So-
think that Suomi has practiced with Secret then.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
It could have
So
happened.
we're probably expecting Suomi to do something like, Vikings.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what I'm expecting. Vikings, Mongols,
and
Portuguese or something like that.
yeah, some other water civ. I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, we'll get into the game now.
Yep. Go launch the game. Go wheel off into the distance.
Into the sunset.
And we'll start our next game. BZK Suomi. BZK, if anything, losing a bit of power recently. We were talking about how Heresy gained some power thanks to Dugao and Miguel joining. Well,
Mhm.
BZK lost Dugao and Miguel. So,
Which hurts them quite a bit.
yeah, it absolutely hurts them. And Suomi seem to have been going from strength to strength so far. Suomi in this tournament, knocking out Team Secret. Is it twice or 3 times
I think the
now?
last 3 team game events, they have beaten Secret. Twice
Yeah.
in the grand final and once in the quarterfinal.
Right, which is just impressive.
Yeah.
They started out quite rough, but Suomi sort of pulled together and over the last 3 events have scored a lot of points.
Yeah.
And
even the 1v1 event, they didn't do horribly.
yeah, right, they did pretty well. And 1v1 is Suomi's weakest event, we would
Right.
say.
Yeah.
But team games, they absolutely
that's where
perform.
their peak is. They put in the effort, they put in the hours practicing.
Mhm.
They've got that team synergy where they know each other so well. They've been playing together for years.
Yeah,
They just perform amazingly well.
exactly. And you've got the Max in teal in the pocket. It's just
As Vikings.
that's just what happens.
It's what you exactly want on this map.
So on the left side for Team Suomi, wearing the Nabs tag, is Zuppy. He's playing in the blue as the Mongols. In the pocket, it's the Max in teal playing as the Vikings. And then up to the northeast in the green, it's Valessa playing as the Portuguese. So we've got those 3 civs that Secret took. It's the same 3.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of the map, on the east, we've got Mentalist, a Canadian player, also in Nabs, so sort of non-ECL team rivalry between
Kind of, yeah.
Zuppy and Mentalist on opposite flanks. We don't see too much of Mentalist, but I think we'll see a lot more of him now that Miguel and Gao have left.
Yeah.
And
Well,
he's-
it depends. If BZK lose in the first round of every event, it doesn't really matter. You won't see him that much.
No, but I want to see Mentalist.
Right.
Liam's cool.
We'll see how it goes.
Liam's awesome.
Oh,
Liam's great.
that was nearly a really bad ball.
Portuguese.
Yeah.
Fire in the
Continuing.
pocket. Fire's always been, the godfather of water maps.
Right.
He's playing Viking pocket as well, right here in the yellow.
Something he
Sure,
should
he'll
like
be
to do.
comfortable with that.
Yep. And then finally, we've got Goku.
Goku.
Malay. Interesting. We haven't seen Malay before on this map
Yeah.
specifically.
Well,
I guess they have some bonuses over Mongols. They're a better water sieve, for sure. But I feel like going into the late game, it's a bit...
Harbors everywhere.
Okay, that is actually a very fair point. Harbors everywhere is legit.
Well,
That's
harbors
scary
everywhere
as
is a
hell.
strat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it's
We saw the power of Mangadai in the Secret vs. VNA, where the Mangadai would just clear out all the siege rams, right?
That's true. But do harbors clear out all the siege rams?
Not really.
No.
They sort of get cleaned out by the siege rams.
Yeah,
Sort of like
exactly.
the reverse.
So I do wonder if Zuppy will go into Mangadai this game as the Mongols, and whether Suomi take the same approach as we saw earlier from VNA, because say my name, when he was playing with those Mangadai against Team Secret, he made all the difference in my opinion, just to support the team. And I wonder if Zuppy will take that approach here as well.
For me, it looks like he's trying to do super fast up for scouts, right? Because he's
Yeah,
built a mill
that's
instead of a
expected.
dock, right? Like, because even when Tato or Say My Name was doing scouts, they still made a dock for fishing ships. 18 pop scouts is pretty fast. Let's be honest.
It is quite fast, and if he can get into Goku's face, he can definitely stop him from going Super Saiyan.
Or even fire.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, personally, I think I'd probably try to go straight to fire if possible, because if you can slow down the Viking pocket,
True,
assuming that
but
you know that there's a Viking pocket.
Fire's already walling hard
Okay.
here.
Well, he is prepared. He knows how important he is to the team.
Yeah, he's always prepared, but I don't know. At the moment, with Zuppy going up so fast, he could try and hit Goku. He's very close. He could even pick off fishing ships,
With
right?
the scouts, that's true.
With scouts. He could get into the wood line. Goku hasn't clicked up yet, and he's quite far away from clicking up.
He's really far away.
Well,
from it.
actually, he's not.
Oh, I guess once he drops that off, he gets.
He's
like,
gonna have like
300
400.
moves?
Well, yeah, like let's say 350 food in a few seconds' time here. So he's quite close, but and he'll upgrade very quickly. But he still has to build a barracks and make a spearman before he can even easily defend here.
I have a worry that BZK has not prepared enough for these maps, and the fact that Goku is walling to a lake is worrying.
He needs to go around here, doesn't he?
Right, or like around the backside or something,
Yeah.
because that's just open for boats to just waltz into your base and
That's true.
pick off vills.
That's true. He's also clicked up to feudal now. Zuppy, meanwhile, his stable's quite late actually. I thought he was already up like a minute ago.
Oh, he skipped through. Maybe he's just a little bit slow getting the barracks up. The one thing I'd like to mention before like the action starts to pick up.
Yeah.
The lake in the middle is really favoring
It is.
the BZK team. Like, all the deep fish are close to fire, close to Mentalist.
Yep.
Not too close to Goku, but mostly those two. But you look at Max, his pocket, he wants to be making fish, and he is so far away from the lake. Any
yeah, you're
fish
right.
he makes can only really get the box turtles, which are like
In
short
the
fish.
lakes. Yeah, you're right. That's true. And that's actually a really good point. I mean, Valesa's going to be able to get the big fish, but he's the only one on Suomi who can really get them.
Right, and the pocket is the one who wants it the most, because they're going FC, they want to get the good food income coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's kind of rough. And we do see now on the left side, Zuppy's scouts coming out. He's not really found anything yet. He's actually even stone walling. So I wonder if he's going to sling after he's finished making scouts here.
Could be. Could be.
Could be. But he's grouping up. It looks like he is actually going to go head over to Fire. Fire's already walled up, though. I wonder if there's a hole anywhere. It seems unlikely. I'm pretty sure he would have tested for that. And I can't see any
Oh, yeah,
holes
and it looks
just
like Max
yet.
is looking for a hole as well, and he can't get in
Yeah.
either.
So they might swing around, come around the back of Goku's base, but this is just giving Goku time to wall up, except for here, of course. But there's no boats on the left side of the map just yet. On the right
Oh.
side, a tower.
That is a nice tower from
That's
Blesse.
as snug as a bug in a rug, right there.
Right. and
Perfect.
That's so difficult to take down as well, right? Oh, I've got no idea there's a hole there either.
Can't even palisade scout for it.
No.
But yeah, that's just gonna pop up, and he's gonna be like, "What?
Oh,
Where did that come from?"
Oh, maybe he's going to come all the way around to Mentalist.
Maybe.
Well,
Let's
it looks
just
like
bring
Mentalist
some.
is pretty fully walled, though.
Let's just bring some fish back, actually. He's probably feeling a little bit, maybe not so confident against the aggression from Valesa. In fact,
This is interesting. Opening with galleys instead of fire galleys or demos, which are like what you would expect to see.
well, what's maybe even more interesting is that Liam actually isn't making any boats at all.
Doing one fire galley at home.
One fire galley from the
And
back.
he has a ton of food still, right?
Yeah.
Normally, he's still actually taking buffalo at home, like next to his mill there.
It's just really passive.
Is he maybe just trying to go up to like an FC? Or maybe just
maybe. I mean,
early
it's
sling?
it's incredibly passive. Fire selling some resources, buying and selling some more resources. He's trying to get himself up to the castle age, probably. He's 50 gold short.
This is like really old school way to play Vikings, where you sell all your stone to get up super fast and sort of just sacrifice your economy.
Yeah,
And
just
like
go all in.
you add your TCs really, really late after like winning water control.
Zuppy, meanwhile, no market yet from him.
Probably concentrating on the walls first and then
Yeah.
swinging later, maybe.
And Mentalist is stone walling. But yeah, you're right. I mean, basically, Fire sold everything to go up to the castle age. He's going to go up quite quickly, a little bit faster than the max at least. But
I like just how like the opposite flanks are fighting for water in the middle.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, that's not what's supposed to happen.
But Valesa's kind of winning that.
Oh, and Mentalist has actually just started slinging fire.
Yeah, okay.
300
So
food and nearly 300 gold.
that seemed like the play when we saw him retreating his fish back and walling up
walling
with
up, yeah.
stone. But I wonder if that's going to be the similar play for Suomi as well, with Zuppy or from Valesa. At the moment, Valesa's still feudal, Zuppy's still feudal. It could be either of them going for the sling here. But
It
at
would
the
make
moment,
the most sense to be Zuppy.
yeah,
Right,
exactly.
He's fully stonewalled.
Exactly.
And Valese is actually investing into military, right?
He's just built his market now.
Okay, let's
So-
see, where's it going to go?
Maybe the sling will come in just in time for Max to hit Castle Age, and then the longboats will come out.
Could be.
I guess he doesn't need to sling him before the Castle Age comes in, because he's not making any units until the Castle Age comes in anyway, right?
Assuming he's got all of his economy upgrades, he doesn't really need anything else, right?
No, pretty much. Meanwhile, though, we do have Fire receiving the sling right now. He's got
But
lots of wood,
His
lots.
extra docks are getting denied, which actually hurts quite a bit.
Actually, you're right, yeah. He's got 2 docks right now. 3rd dock coming up on the left. The 4th one will eventually go up, I imagine.
Oh, but all those scouts are going to try to sneak in here as well.
He's going to get the villager kill. Okay, then.
And then those other scouts can break down that injured, weak palisade. I
Injured
should say.
palisade. What? It's bleeding out.
It's bleeding out, for sure.
It's bleeding sap everywhere. Man, he can't get that dock up. But Fire going straight into longboats as expected.
The village are just building the palisade even while the scouts attacking it next to it.
Why not?
Yeah,
And we've got Max longboats as well, waiting to see if there's any sling there. I'm assuming Zuppy's going to start slinging, but yep, there we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Zuppy's
So
slinging the Max.
Is Max adding TCs? Because we know that Fire's not, because he
He is,
sold all of
yeah.
his stone. Okay, there's 1 TC. We can't
1
see them
TC
until
there
they're finished.
and 1 TC here.
Okay.
So this is going to be Max 3 TC, longboat with sling, against Fire 1 TC, longboats with sling, and well, that's got to favour the Max in the end,
Well,
unless
early-
Fire can win now.
In theory, Fire should be able to get up to Imp so much faster, right?
Yeah.
Because Max has spent the wood on the TCs, and then he's spending food on extra builds, right? Whereas, Fire is just going to go straight up to Imp after making some longboats, I assume.
Well, it depends how much pressure he's under on
That's
the water.
also true.
If he's not winning the water with the sling, then he's probably going to think, well, actually, I probably need a few more units out before I go up.
True. That's true. Well, okay.
And-
Goku's here to help out, and so is Valese. So they're both sort of doing a double team from the opposite flanks coming in to help out, while the other flank just stone walls and booms. And sorry, not booms, slings.
Yeah. But at the moment, neither players or neither teams taking any significant advantage except for Valesa, who's
Well-
already got 11 kills and
Well,
5 deaths.
Max is doing pretty well. 4 kills and 0 deaths.
Oh, yeah,
While
true.
Fire is 4 kills and 12 deaths.
So, well, that's a max KD right there,
Yeah.
not it? 4-0. It would probably be 100-0 by the time this game has ended. He's just that good.
Or maybe it's going to turn around and it's going to go 4 and 100.
So they're Xing now over at Goku's base. I think they've seen the gold on the front, and they want to sort of raid that a little bit.
That's true, that's true. Is that hole still open on like the corner of...
Yes.
Oh,
they-
they sail back there.
Not scouted that for a while, so they don't know. But oh my goodness, look at this. Max is catching them out completely.
He has lost a unit though. Ripped the perfect
with
KD.
the 400-0. 4-1. But Max should win this fight, I think. Although there are a few fire galleys, they do die pretty quickly to longboats.
I feel like you should be able to do fairly well just like picking them off, 1 or 2 at a time. Because like they're very strung out. Oh, but War Galley coming in at just the right time for Goku.
Yep. And
Max doesn't want to take this anymore.
he's backing all the way up. It's 14 military for Fire and 17 for Max, so he's still actually ahead in military count. And Veles is about to get War Galley as well, but terrible positioning for him.
He needs to get back and wait for the upgrade. And Max sort of needs to loop around the back, I guess, and meet up.
Yeah.
But I'm looking in the middle of the map, and I can see that Zuppy is like full stonewalling
He
across
is.
the middle to stop any sort of raids coming in. Which, if they do that, really gives them a huge advantage. They can concentrate all their army in this one spot here on the right-hand side.
Yeah, that's a really good
And
point,
secure that
actually. And
position.
they don't have, they'll have so much time to react to anything pushing these walls. No real team walling in sight for BZK at the moment.
Oh. And Ballistics coming in for Max. This is really good for him.
Cool. And Velesa here going to catch out the fire ships, which are going quite deep. But just have a quick look at the total military count. It's actually very even at the moment.
They were ahead by a huge amount not too long ago, but now it's balanced out.
Yeah, I think Fire just put his foot down on the longboat production as the sling starts to sort of increase a little bit as those economies are building
Gets
up.
stronger, yep.
Yeah.
But he's nearly 30 bills behind Max.
Right, and Max and Velesa have hardly lost the water here, have they?
No, they're even at minimum.
So we look at the military, and it's kind of even. Looking at the eco, Max's team with about 10 extra villagers, and a little bit of trade apparently too.
I think
I think that's a bug.
that has to be a bug.
No one
There's
has
no way
trade.
Velese has 2 trade cards
Unless he built some trade cogs by mistake.
already. We've seen that happen. That's true.
We saw that earlier today. But right, oh no! Fire!
Fire!
Oh,
Oh,
that's a Titanic
Oh, there's
moment
2
right
more as
there.
well.
Jeez.
that's bad.
Look at Max's KD now. What happened? He sent them in, got stuck on a wood line, and then Max just cleaned them up. Ouch.
Really bad. He's got nearly double the military, and close to double the number of vills.
Oh, and the demos. Didn't get anything there. Fire's paying close attention to those guys, but
Okay, Fire's up to him. He's pretty quick. Can we
Well-
quickly check Max's resources?
well,
How
you
far
said
away
that
is
he would be quick, right?
Yeah.
Because Max is making vills as well.
Max will be not too far behind at this
Max
point,
will be
though.
clocking up in about a minute. Less.
Less than that. As long as he hasn't
20
done his
seconds,
buildings, he'll
10
be up in
seconds, 0 seconds. He's up. No, the difference is about,
30 seconds.
yeah,
This is
well,
gonna be
bit
rough.
rough, but yeah.
Double the military, double the villager count.
BZK are about to get steamrolled.
It looks like it.
See what they can do. Max, Velesa working together, grouping up here. Neither player's careening yet, but Max is getting it now. And they're just
Has
going to...
Goku been adding some TCs?
I don't know.
Because he's got 20 more villagers than Velese.
He's actually got a lot of villagers. But he doesn't have
Oh,
that
Velese
much
just-
army.
What happened to all those war galleys?
They died, man. War
War
galleys
ran out in
suck.
front and wrecked.
War galleys suck when you've got longboats. He has added a second and third TC, yes.
Right, he's booming away. So, if they
Velesa's
can
on
hold,
2 TCs.
if Fire is able to add some TCs and just sort of hold Max's aggression, Goku's kind of ahead of Velese.
Max
In
has
theory.
2 TCs. Sorry, Fire has 2 TCs right now. And you'd think that that Fire here would have a few more villagers than he does, right? He's the pocket player. He's at 47 vills. That's the lowest number in the game.
Yeah, which is not right.
No, but he did get slung, and he's on the way up to Imp, and he's about to hit Imp now. So he's got like a power spike. He's got a moment now where he can actually start to do some
But
damage.
can he even afford Elite Longboat?
Good question. No.
No, he can't.
He can
Can
do-
Max afford Elite Longboat?
Good question. Yes.
Pretty much.
Nearly.
He needs like another 300 gold. but
Yeah, he's
almost.
close. He'll just sell some resource. Maybe there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did just use the market. And there you go. Elite Longboat coming in immediately, and Elite Longboat is categorically better than the
Non-elite
Racer
longboat.
upgrade, which
Oh,
is all
that's
Fire
true.
has, right? Max is already getting a couple of siege workshops down on the left side as well to start pushing with rams. Does Goku have anything to stop a ram push here?
He's got a castle.
He's got
that can make-
fires.
A castle can make karambits, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They're pretty good at doing it.
They're okay, but the castle's already taking damage here.
Right, but you can make a karambit in like 6 seconds, right?
Right.
They're pretty speedy.
Yeah, they're pretty quick. They're pretty quick. Is he making them?
Yeah.
Yes, he
instantly.
is. And, well, yeah, the fire ships are actually pretty good versus rams as well. But, yeah, fire at the moment. Elite longbow is coming in. It's quite a bit later. And that's, oh my goodness, Max. 57 military versus the 27.
Oh, wow.
Max is just too good.
Not looking good at all.
He's too good.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Well, it's possible that maybe Zupi's sling was stronger than Mentalist. With a huge question
Potentially,
mark?
yes.
That might have helped out.
Mentalist does have 10 less villagers than Zupi. So the sling was good, or better, for Suomi.
And I guess Max just sort of took a different playstyle.
But Max,
he's getting dry dock and chemistry and ram. Oh.
Max also had the better eco himself as well.
Yeah, because he dropped TCs while Fire just stayed on one, which was probably a mistake. Well, it's obviously a mistake in hindsight. But
Right. Oh, but his positioning is perfect. Fire's trying to run away, and he's just getting cut down as he runs away by all these different groups of longbows. That's insane. That is insane. And Max is just flooding across the map now with villagers coming forward. Forward castle here on the gold. It's unfortunately looks like it's going to get denied.
But that's okay. He's got plenty of vills. He can make some more and come forwards and do it again.
More siege workshops right in their face. He's got a siege workshop like in between Fire and Goku. Like, how did he get there? Nobody knows. just the Max thing.
Took a long walk, right?
Just straight across the map, no fear.
And actually, to be honest, at this point, it's really nice that Max has such a strong economy. Because Zupi can just sling Glacé up to him, which is, I'm guessing, what's happened.
Right, yeah. He could do that. And Goku's going up to Imp now as well. Mentalist is still slinging Fire right now.
Because Fire doesn't have an eco, right? He has to take the sling.
Yeah, still.
Like, Goku's got a bigger economy than Fire does.
In fact, Goku's got the biggest economy in the game, which is not bad at all.
And pretty bad KD as well.
He also stands to lose the most, which... Oh, hello. A couple of petards coming through.
Bust down the wall and just flood Karambits into Zupi's base?
I think that's the plan. He's got a castle here.
He's got the other castle as well.
I do like this, actually. This is good. This is really good. Goku trying to make amends for his poor KD, I guess. I mean, he's not played badly. I don't want to say poor play.
Right.
But meanwhile, Max is doing a really good job with the longboats, getting in deep in between the two players. But Goku's got other
Zupi's
ideas.
Noticed, but
he's not going to be fast enough
you
to
only
wall
need
this.
one petard to bust a wall, so he's got the second one for the next layer wall.
It's
go,
through.
Go.
Well,
go.
it only takes one because he's not castle age yet.
Exactly, right. So that's what the second petard's for, the second layer wall.
Second one, go.
Hit the gate. Hit one of the gates.
Anything. Just anything.
Yep, hit something.
Hit it.
Bump in. Oh.
Go. No, what are you doing?
No. He's still
Come
got
on.
the petard. The petard's still there. Go. Petard. No. Ah.
There we
Yes.
go. He's in.
Okay.
There's no way that Zuppy keeps that closed now. And maybe it's time for some reverse sling to help Zuppy defend himself. Oh boy.
This could be bad.
So the Karambit's going to rush through. Obviously, Zuppy doesn't even have fletching at this point.
He doesn't really need fletching at this point, let's be honest.
No, I mean, if the Karambits had better upgrades, then maybe he would. But, sorry, I mean, I know I get what you're saying, but I mean, I'm saying that fletching would be useful to defend from the Karambits.
It would be helpful, but it's not
does it
necessary.
Really matter?
Oh no, he's
they're
gonna
all
get
in
these
here.
bills as they try to run away.
Oh jeez, that's
Bill
gonna
fighting
hurt.
Karambits? That would be too
Not like
triggering.
this. Okay, so
Obviously
Zuppy...
you can Vil fight them, but it'd be so much micro having to like instantly click on these small tiny little dudes.
Tiny little dudes.
Yeah, that's what they are.
That's a lot of dead villagers, and Zuppy now hemorrhaging Vils. Can Max save the day? Well, he's going to try to.
Fixing the wall in the front, that's nice. The longboats are just trapped, unable to get to the TV.
Oh, many Karambits got through though already. And of course the longboats can't help him on land, can they?
Nope.
Oh, they've killed so many villagers back here. Oh, Zuppy, oh no. Oh dear, Zuppy's almost out of the game there, but equally in the back, Max. Oh, it's just a sea of villagers.
And there's more Vils walking past?
There's so many longboats for Max, just ready to kill them and take them out. That's amazing. What a great raid for Max.
He's also getting siege rams with pairing ram pushes somewhere.
Oh boy.
Ready for it.
Yeah, Max is everywhere, killing so much eco over here. And although, yes, Goku did a great raid. That was a good play onto Zuppy. Zuppy's safe now, and Goku's losing a lot as well. So everything he just killed of Zuppy, he just lost himself in his own base.
To be fair, he can afford to lose 20 bills. He's got more than 100, right?
That's true. He can afford
Zuppy
to
losing
lose
20
it.
bills is like a third of his economy.
True, true, true. But wow, I mean, it's like I feel like BZK haven't really been in this game very much since the Castle Age, really. It's been really tough for Fire to get out on the map and do damage because he's just been overshadowed by Max every step of the way.
And it looks like Suomi's starting to set up trade in the top and I guess the west corner as well.
Yeah, looks like it. Trade getting going now. And yeah, on the left, I mean, it's just map control is so key, so vital here. Goku did that tech switch into Karambits and started raiding with Karambits. How much navy does Goku have?
Not a lot.
He's got like 2 fast fire ships.
Solid.
He's got 5 total military.
Yeah, that's
Valessa and Max
not ideal at all.
can basically 2v1 Fire now and win the water.
Well, he was Max was winning 1v1. Valessa
True.
is just like bonus. Here, you're doing well. Here, have a free candy sort of thing.
I like this as well. Goku's like sending the Karambits just to their deaths. Oh boy, oh boy.
And this is like full walled middle of the map now, so their trade is pretty safe.
Very safe. On the right side, Fire with a single Treb here, trying to do something. But meanwhile, the longboats from Fire, they're being reinforced, but they're just dying. You know, he's losing a lot of units here, and it's just going to snowball out of control as these units are going down. I think if he loses his navy, they call GG, to be honest, but that's looking like that's going to happen pretty soon.
I would guess so. Like, I'm not sure what they can realistically do to hope to come back into this game. Like, Max is pushing with forward castles, he's got siege rams and longboats galore, they're like everywhere. He's got, 15 trade carts, he's starting to mass that up, he's denying Goku's wood lines everywhere. It's difficult to make boats if you don't have any wood income.
Yeah, that's a good point you mentioned that. Boats cost wood.
Yeah, they cost a lot of wood, and
cost a lot
Goku
of
doesn't
wood.
really have a lot of access to wood. Because like Max was raiding the back here, he killed so many villas on these wood lines.
I see that.
Okay.
Wow, that's a messy lumber camp. he has got wood.
He's got
But
wood,
it's
but like,
messy.
it's slowed him down so much. Right?
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, 2 minutes ago that Goku had no military. Well, he had not a lot of wood income for a long time.
Oh, he's really trying to get back onto water now. Shipwright and Bracer coming in. Shipwright, that's going to be really big. But
He did a galleon as well a small
kind
time
of
ago.
too late.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe not. I mean, Fire's...
they're equal in military. Max and Fire. If we ignore Valessa, Max and Fire are equal.
True, true. Max also has Siege Ram. He's also got some Siege. I don't know. It's going to be hard. I guess with Shipwright, that's the best opportunity that Goku's got now to start coming back on the water.
Right, he's placing out a ton of dots.
Lots of galleons,
but
lots of cheaper galleons.
There's no trade yet to the other team, right? They're going to have troubles if the game goes on for another half hour where they don't have enough gold to make stuff. Make anything at all.
If the gold does run out, then they are going to be in trouble. But Max, I mean, the thing is, longboats train so quickly. As soon as Max sort of recognizes, okay, I need more longboats,
Presses the button.
yeah, just queues
There
them
they
up
come.
and there they are. But oh my goodness, Max took out the 3 Trebs here as well.
Like
That's
one volley
hurting
each.
Fire massively. He's falling back. And it seems like they just can't seem to gain any kind of ground. On the right side, Valessa here also killing 2 more Trebs. That's 1,000 gold and 1,000 wood that Fire lost in an instant right there. And on the right side, Mentalist, well,
It's still feudal age, right?
he's still feudal age, slinging, of course, but not able to hold any longer against the attack from Valessa because Big Daddy Fire was on the left side trying to save Goku, and he can't save everyone at once. So GG called, and BZK outplayed in game number 1. Where did it all go wrong for BZK, Robo?
1 second.
Well, I'm asking Robo a question, and he's sort of on the other side of the room. So there we go.
Okay,
He's
I'm
gonna
back.
answer that.
Where did it go wrong? I think Fire not making TCs while being slung, I think really slowed them down. And then
Fire only had 2 TCs at the end of the game.
I think, it all just sort of snowballed from there because by the time Max was clicking up to Imp, he had 80, 90 fills himself. He didn't really need Zuppy's sling anymore. So Zuppy was then able to sling Valessa up to Imp as well,
Yeah.
and then go castle himself, while BZK did it sort of the opposite way. Goku made his own economy, while Mentalist was full slinging Fire.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's a weak way to do it, because Mentalist can't go Castle Age until Fire is in a strong dominant position.
Yeah, and if
But-
he never gets there,
yeah,
then he
then
never gets
he's
castle, and
constantly
he
slinging.
never gets out of this position, and then
Right.
you end up with this.
Yeah, you never get
Which
fortified
is-
wall. You never get
Yeah.
caravan. So if you are gonna trade, feudal age trade is just trash.
Yeah,
Because the trade cards move so slowly.
and you also end up in a position where Valessa is just going to come at you with trebs, and Fire's kind of split between both flanks at once, and
Yeah.
Mentalist has no way to really defend himself from this.
Right, yeah, like Valette hardly needed to go into the middle. Like after like the first Imperial push where they sort of forced Fire back a little bit, after that he could just concentrate on killing Mentalist and then pushing into that corner.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to come out, have a quick look at those end game stats, see who gathered the most, see who did the most damage. Looks like Max almost across the board. I mean, this is the thing about Max, right? He'll receive a sling, but he'll still collect the most resources in the game. That's 8,000 more wood, 5,000 more gold than Fire. That translates to a lot of extra ships in the end, and a lot more stone for castles as well. So, all in all, that big eco from Max making a lot of difference. And look at the difference in sling as well. Only 7,500 received,
Right.
whereas Fire received almost double that.
And like that's sort of like the way you're supposed to play it when you get slung. Like if you look like in quotation marks like a noob level game, like 17, 1800s on Voobly, when they sling, they just go like all in tons of military. But if they aren't securing their own economy at home, eventually they're going to peter out if they don't kill someone quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at that, Max with 6 relics.
Right.
He doesn't rest until the game is won. Max is like the hardest working AoE player. Look at that. Very, very impressive stuff. Max, as always, he gets a lot of credit for being like the carry player, the guy who does all the work, but it's only because his teammates help him to do that it's possible.
The Suomi Winland machine works
the
together.
Winland machine
works together so well for the
it.
results they need.
Yeah, and it works really well, and I mean it makes Suomi look so dominant in these games where team play is so important, right? And as soon as they start to get rolling, they just sort of seem to be unstoppable.
Yeah, for sure.
Game 2, Descent Ring. Let's start it up. We've talked about this a few times. Descent Ring is one of those maps where mechanics are so important. You can't wall up and buy yourself time. It's a messy map. It's going to be a messy game, and we'll see if either player really knows, well, not player, either team really has a strategy. So I was getting a little bit distracted there. But we're going into the second game now, Descent Ring.
Oh.
And we saw this once earlier on
Yeah,
today.
we've seen it once today.
And we saw a really weird strategy earlier on today. We'll see if we see anything weird this time around as well.
Hopefully there's not any misplays like we saw with that one.
Well, we call it a misplay. I think they planned to do that, but it didn't work.
It's a very weird plan.
Yeah, of course, we're talking about SY versus Frantic, the first series of the day. We saw them play this map earlier on, but what we're seeing right now is Suomi versus BZK. It's 1-0 to Suomi at the moment, and it looks like we have Zuppy here. He's playing in the blue as the Chinese, starting with 6 villagers. We'll be throwing down that TC very soon. Valessa in the pocket. He's going to have the Japanese in the green. And then on the right side of the map, north side of the map, in the teal, it's Max playing as the Persians. It looks like a very standard setup for them.
Yeah, Max really loves his paladin civs.
Yeah, and we're going to see Max moving out to the edge of the map very early on.
All the players, they're all going to send their transport ships around the edge of the ring to collect as many of these buffaloes as they can for the scouting, right?
Scout,
like,
yeah.
If you check the fog of war of, like, let's just say Max.
Yeah, Max is probably the better person to look at.
Right, you just see, like, they're just going to spread around like tentacles, scouting out as much of the map.
Tentacles.
Right, you want to find where the wood is, where the gold is, where the relics are, where every resource is on the outside as quickly as possible.
Give you the best idea of where to maybe place a TC or build a lumber camp.
Yeah, what to do later in the game.
Of all the players that are going to go out to the edge, it's going to be Max, who will hop into his transport ship first. He's collected enough wood for a town center, and he's going to move out to the edge of the map here. And maybe he'll build it here, maybe he'll build it here, maybe he'll build it back here. But one thing's for sure, he's building it out in this direction somewhere.
I'm guessing it's near those berries in the woodline because
Yeah.
there's 2 rhino as well,
Two rhino,
plus the shorefish.
Shorefish, it's good. But does he see everything? Yeah, he kind of
Yep.
sees it. He's doing it here. Okay. That's cool. It's
That's fine, that works.
lurable distance. You can
Yep.
build a mill out here if you
We should
want.
finish now just checking through the other team, see who's playing, see where
Oh.
they are. Whoa.
That might be why he built it there. I didn't see the tuna right on
Is
the
that
shoreline.
even- Wow. That's nice.
Just the
That's
max
pretty good.
things.
Yeah, that's like 3 fish within range of his
Yeah.
TC.
He can also take his water buffalo and put them in his transport ship and send them across as well. But he will grab
Ah, I think that's what he did. All those buffalo that were out there,
their
he
his.
transported them there for the scouting.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Then on the other side, Goku, he's playing as the Chinese. He's got his TC up already, of course. You can see the difference in timing here. Goku has 6 villagers already, while Max still only has 3 and is only just finishing off building his town center. And then, what's Zuppy doing? Zuppy's also depositing water buffalo on the edge of the map and giving them to Max, which is nice.
Sling some buffalo over.
Of course. So Goku's Chinese, and then you've got Mentalist who's left a villager. He trapped it in.
And just left it to chop wood
Just
forever.
left it to chop wood for eternity and built his TC out on the edge
Interesting.
as well.
His mines, by the way. We've got a huge difference in playstyle here. Mines versus Persians.
Well, Persians have an attack bonus versus archers with their
Right.
cavalry, so
And they're also so much faster to start making military. Because, you can make your stables in feudal age, then you hit castle, you make some knights.
yeah.
Mines, you mine stone, you get to castle, you build a castle, and by the time you make 10 plumed archers, they've got 30 knights. It's like, this is a slight problem.
But he has found himself a good TC placement.
He does.
Right next to a stone mine. That's lovely.
It's definitely good. Like, I'm not saying it's bad by any means. It's just not the best situation, I think.
Yeah, I think that it's really just coming down to the civs here because we also have Fire on the left side playing as the Japanese, and that means that we're completely mirrored. We've got Chinese and Japanese, but then we have Persians for Suomi, and we have Mayans for BZK. Now, we kind of like the Persians here. They're pretty good.
I think it's a lot more versatile. Just the ability to make knights. Like, you can make archers if you feel like you're going to get feudal rushed. You can sort of just do whatever you need to do in feudal and castle age to defend. Whereas mine is you're very much stuck in make a castle, make plumed archers, maybe make archery ranges and crossbows, but probably the goal is to make plumes, boom a bit, make more plumes, make some siege rams, make some more plumes.
Right.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Make a lot of plumed archers.
I also want to bring up another thing as well, which is the placement of the players or the spawn location of the players. Zuppy is Chinese. 90% chance that Zuppy goes up faster than Fire here.
He should.
Yeah.
Unless he's made a huge
Unless
mistake.
he builds a lot more villas than he needs to or something, right? But Zuppy is right next to Fire. So he should have the early advantage against Fire on the water. Whereas Goku, the other Chinese player, is a lot further away from Valessa.
Well, that's true, yeah, because
So he's got-
Max's empty island is in between.
Because yeah, exactly. Max is empty island, so he's got to travel further to find Valessa and to actually start damaging Valessa. Whereas Zuppy is practically within spitting distance, and Goku now searching around with his transport ship, and he'll find Valessa's island in just a moment. There it is. He sees it, and I wonder if he'll try and lame some water buffalo. I don't.
I would do it for sure. Like if you notice it, just walk up to them, see if you can grab any, jump them in the transport.
Or is he going to run into a town center, perhaps?
Maybe. If he's watching and he's he's too far
He's
away.
going perpendicular anyway. What's that there? More water
Water
buffalo in
buffalo.
transport ships. Everyone has water buffalo in transport ships. And why not?
so
Transport
nice.
them back. Gives you long-term food sustainability.
Free. You don't need to invest into farms or anything like that. It's very
Exactly.
nice.
So Fire's still at the point of force dropping food off at the TC. He's 5 villagers behind Zuppy. Expected. But
Right.
Zuppy's going to finish this villager and he's going to go up to the feudal age. And Fire won't even have 100 food in the bank.
Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, so when he drops off the rhino, he'll get 200, 300 food maybe, but he's not in a position to click up within the immediate future.
Right, exactly. And this is a problem for Fire because those fish that he's just training probably going to get targeted pretty soon by
Pretty quickly,
Zuppy.
that's true.
Zuppy's also loaded up the transport ship and sent a group of villagers out to the edge where he's built a lumber camp. And the plan here, of course, is to bring them to safety and secure the wood lines, because these wood lines here will not last very long.
No, they run out at some point. You
yeah.
want to be prepared so you don't have all your villagers just stop working at once.
Absolutely, and we also see Goku on the other side. Feudal Age coming in for him.
That's
much
a really
faster.
nasty gold mine, by the way. Where does he make a mining camp that works well with that?
There.
Right, that's...
Or just don't.
Yeah, who needs mining camps,
It's
right?
so bad that he's not even going to
No,
bother.
I thought that was a mining camp for a second. I'm like, what?
Imagine.
Yeah.
It's halfway between. There
The gold
it is.
and the stone, right?
Going there. It's not too bad. He can go around the end piece.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Goku will be up. But Valesa's pretty quick as well, actually. You know, Valesa's not messed around here. Valesa's going up with 20 Vils. Fire's going up with 21. But there's a minute difference between them. Has he skipped Loom? No, he's not. So I think Valesa's just had, in general, a better start than Fire so far.
Looks like it. Well, you mentioned that Descent Ring is very much a mechanical map.
Yeah.
Whoever has the best mechanics, basically, whoever has the best build order, the best efficiency on their villages, on their fishing ships, and everything, tends to have a big advantage.
Yeah. Well,
And
the small differences add up to make a big advantage
Yeah,
in the
for
long
sure.
run, right?
And we see this with Zupi. He's making galleys to begin with.
Yeah.
He knows that he's against the Japanese player, presumably, so he's going to be up faster. And galleys kill fishing ships so much faster than fire galleys that if you're not going to get attacked, the galleys are so much better. And this is just like added bonus, right? You
He can
hit the
range
bills too,
everything too, yeah.
right?
Fire's not up yet. He's still not up. He's still not even started training his first fire galley. There it is now.
So by the time he has 2 fire galleys, Zupi's going to have 4 galleys, and then
Yeah.
he can add in some demos or fire galleys himself.
And you know, I've played this map a lot because we played it in Nations Cup, and it's really scary when you're like the Japanese player and the Chinese, and you're next to the Chinese player.
Yeah.
And you're like, there's literally nothing you can do. You are powerless. You know that they're going to be up before you, and you know that if they just keep making boats and you can't get a good trade, or your Chinese player doesn't come and help you, you know you're in trouble.
Oh,
And speaking of
that's a
in
problem
trouble,
for your Chinese player.
your Chinese player is now in trouble, and you're in trouble, and everything's starting
Very
to
much not ideal.
just fall
Can we just
apart.
quickly just take a skip through Mentalist and the Max's base? Just see what they're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mentalist is up first. He's got 25 pop right now. Looks like the fast castle is on the cards, but he's not grabbing any stone yet. Instead, he's
Yeah.
making a barracks. Could
Okay.
see eagles, well,
Maybe
maybe.
eagles or crossbows, I guess.
Yeah.
Could be an option.
And then Max out on the right side. He's
Walling
up, and we got a barracks coming up, presumably a stable once he reaches the feudal age, and walled
Can
there
we-
as well.
Can we see any sneak? Oh, I think there's a sneak behind Mentalist. Like to the right of Mentalist? Yeah, right
There.
there.
Oh, that's a villager.
Yep.
And also, is there any other sneak going on? I see a purple dot
If anyone's
here.
sneaking, it would be Mentalist. Oh, there we are. You found it.
There it is, yeah. So, Mentalist sneaking.
Max is sneaking as well.
Max is sneaking as well.
So he's going to drop a stable somewhere, and Mentalist is going to presumably drop an
Archery range, yeah. Although he's... Oh, that's
That's
blacksmith
blacksmith.
there. Archery range somewhere here soon. There
we
it is.
go.
So, interesting. I mean, it's kind of similar to the SY versus Frantic game, really, isn't it? But this is wrong. This is not right here. Oh, that's huge. Okay, so Valessa just won water against Goku. Pretty
Quite
much.
convincingly. He's pretty far ahead, for sure.
Meanwhile, Zuppy is...
He's got a lot of very injured galleys there, let's be
Yeah.
honest.
But I guess that's expected. But now he's going to kill the fish, or at least chase them away. Both BZK players are losing the water by the looks of things, and that's really worrying.
But,
Oh, it's
well,
not
he's sort of
okay.
catching up a little bit.
Come back.
But this could simply be just a lack of practice, right? If you aren't prepared enough for these maps, because as we said, like mechanics are key for this sort of a map. If you don't know or haven't played this map in a long time, and you say, "Oh, you know, I played it 2 years ago. I know how to do it."
Right.
Right? That's probably not going to
Oh,
cut.
oh, that was great. That's exactly what he needed.
Oh,
That was huge. All of these galleys could die to this fire galley now.
he wants to snipe the transport ship. I like that.
He'll get it, I think.
He should get it
Oh,
if he
20
keeps
health.
moving.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. He's got it. Right, cool.
Okay, that's pretty good. That definitely sets fire back a lot.
It does, but also Zuppy set himself back a lot when he lost all his
Yeah.
ships
Ooh.
that demo.
Yeah, that's true.
That's insane. So Castle Age coming in now for Max and Mentalist, the two players on the edge. 1 second between them. Credit to Mentalist here for
He's just got
doing so well.
Yeah, is that just the one range?
He's 3 villages behind, however, which is, not so good. Doing outposts back here, and Valesa knows something's up.
Well, he's got a... You always worry about the
Valesa's
sneak, right?
spidey senses are tingling, and he'll see that outpost there, in theory.
Like, that is the meta for this sort of map, right?
Yeah.
The quotation mark, the pockets go on the outside, and then they sneak. Or transport, or do something to get things behind the enemy lines.
And Max's sneak is lovely. It's his stables are very separated, so if they find one, they don't know where the other one is.
Yeah, for sure.
And he can raid different places at the same time.
And it's sort of like the opposite problem, because like for an archer civ, you really want 2 ranges so that you can max up archers together, right? Whereas knights, they're really strong by themselves in like a 1v1 sort of fight.
That's true, and we see the second range there from Mentalist, but he's not built it yet.
The villager? Okay, there we go.
The villager is just sort of building outposts.
That should be
he
within
gave himself away.
And that should be within Valesa's outpost line of sight.
This one?
Yep.
No, just out.
Well, he hasn't started building it yet.
Oh, it's in. Okay.
Called it.
Okay, it's just in.
Just in.
But yes, the Knights are out for Max, and they're going in 2 separate directions. One to Goku.
And probably try to find fire as well with the other ones.
But this is so much harder to defend, right? Like against
Exactly.
archers, you build a tower and you just hop
you lose
in.
2 or 3 vills, sure, but then the tower's up and the archers run away.
Yeah, and here you got to wall your villagers in, and then any that get trapped out are toast.
Sure. All right. Can we see? Is he gonna go to Fire's base as well? Because I feel like those are the most
he's
useful people.
Also
to attack
going here,
first.
he's going to kill these vills on the berries.
You go for the guys in feudal age because
Oh,
Fire's
wow.
just like instantly. No, I'm done.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
They're calling it right there.
Wow.
Well, you know what? They lost the water.
They lost the water as well, and there's knights attacking everybody. Max's KD 7-0.
Unbelievable. I mean, like,
Wow.
okay. So, oh no, look. Goku had 5 villages in this transport.
boy.
He was literally about to lose them to Zuppy's
He can't
galleys there.
can't one-shot the transport though. He could have maybe dropped them off on these islands
Maybe.
before they died.
No, I'm gonna say that Zuppy killed that transport in a parallel universe, and then they called GG. But well played to Suomi. Very dominant performance there. I think maybe BZK were feeling a little bit overwhelmed, maybe a little bit demotivated after the first game, but the second game it was tough. For a start, Goku really shouldn't have been losing water against Valesa. Chinese versus Japanese. The Chinese player should win that on this map pretty much every time. Like we saw Zuppy against Fire here. But Goku couldn't do it, and Valesa played incredibly well, so big credit to him for that. On the edge, Max just had the better civ for the job. The Knights from Max able to get in and do so much more damage than the archers of Mentalist. The Suomi players had already prepared with watchtowers. They saw it coming. They were ready. And it's much harder to get in and kill villagers with crossbows against watchtowers than it is with the knights.
Well,
so
you just look at it. Mentalist's KD 0-7. So I'm guessing the 7 is like whatever fishing ships he had.
yeah,
Or at least a couple of
Or
fishing
whatever
ships,
he
maybe
lost,
some vills
yeah.
or something there or there. But he hasn't got any kills. Well, Max is the opposite. He's got 7 kills. He's been killing vills all over the place.
right. And knights are just a lot faster as well. They can get out across the map. Look at the KDs on the water. Valesa winning against Goku, Zuppy winning against Fire.
Yeah.
It was dominant
Pretty big.
performance from Suomi, and I think BZK knew it. So
I feel like it's just the missed civ pick. Like Mayans, I think are really good in a 4v4 maybe as like the second outside civ. So you have say Persians and Mayans, so you've got the mix of unit compositions. But when just your solo land player, it's just a little dicey.
For sure. So there you go. Really, it came down to the civs in that last game at the very least, although I think it would have been a tough fight even if the civs had been
I'm not
mirrored.
trying to take anything away from them.
Absolutely,
Zuppy and Valese played amazingly well on water.
For sure, they did.
But I feel like Max helped put the killing blow in there.
Max is Max. Well, there you go. There's the brackets. You can see that Aftermath will face Suomi in the second semi-final. Frantic will face Secret in the first semi-final. And then the grand finals we will stream on Saturday. Next Saturday. Semis and grand finals all together. Saturday at 14 GMT. That'll be next Saturday. But tomorrow, join us tomorrow right here, same place. We'll be here at 18 GMT tomorrow.
It's like an hour and a half before now, if
Yeah.
anyone's in the chat wondering about that.
When is
90
8
minutes
GMT?
earlier than now.
Yeah, so 90 minutes ago tomorrow, we
Yep.
will be streaming board games. We have a really cool setup. We've got lots of cameras, and we're going to be playing Game of Thrones Catan with Ham, Will, Robo, and I. And we're going to have a good time. So join us for that tomorrow. We hope you've enjoyed the stream today. Do give us a follow if you haven't already. And we'll rerun the stream if you missed it.
Sure.
If you do want to catch any of the VODs as well, check out our YouTube channel. Everything is up on there as well.
Yep. They'll
That's,
show up there pretty soon. There's a YouTube command.
Ah, there is. Okay. Well, I will type YouTube in the chat. And if you click on the link in the chat, you can head over to our YouTube channel as well and catch out any of the VODs or any of the highlights from our regular stream.